Hey guys, it's Marlette Twinstrology. I'm here to do a pick a card reading for messages from your twin flame. We have first the Contra-Versa Tarot by Kimberly Aria and a carnelian heart. We have number 2, The Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reed, and a fluoride point, and we have the Divine Masculine and Feminine reunited with a quartz point. And after I do the messages from Twin Flames, I'm going to do an extended video which will be on Vimeo. So for each one, I'm going to do a full sacred union reading afterwards. So if these messages are really resonating with you and you want to continue on with me, you can find the link in the comments. So this is for those of you that chose deck number 1, this is the Contra-Versa Tarot by Kimberly Aria. And this has a carnelian heart with it. And this deck, I think I've used it once before, but there is currently a Kickstarter on this deck in order to get it published. So it's not even in print yet. I have an advanced copy here. And I mentioned it last time that I really enjoy this deck because, as you can see, it has keywords on it that make it easier to read. You can get it with the keywords or without the keywords, but as I said, there is a Kickstarter, and I'm going to link to that in my comments if you're interested in this deck. And if you buy multiple decks, the better deal you get. So they make great Christmas gifts as well. Okay. So let's see, what is going on with your twin at the moment? What is going on with twin flame at the moment? Okay, the Star, 3 of Air, and 3 of Wands. Okay, so I feel like kind of the core here for this twin flame is the 3 of Air card. This is the Broken Hearts card. So there's some kind of grief or misunderstanding or sadness going on with this person. What they don't see, or what they can't see at the moment, is that this is actually healing them, because we have the Star and we have 3 of Wands. The Star is definitely pointing towards the fact that something's healing. 3 of Wands means that there's some new development that's coming to fruition in their life. There is progress, there is healing from what was once heartbreak for them. But yeah, as I said, I don't feel this person actually sees that right now. What is it that's actually causing this person heartbreak? Okay, so we have Death reversed and masculine fire. Unreliable and unpredictable. And internal changes. So death reversed here is meaning there's a metamorphosis happening. There's a major change, major transformation. Again, that goes with these cards up here. This person is actually in the process of healing a broken heart, but they're having to let go of their control. Because this person has been hurt in the past, the way that they kind of manage their pain around that, their insecurities, is by this desire to control everything. And that's a block that they're working on releasing right now. Let's see, what other deck are we going to go to here? How is this person manifesting this metamorphosis in their life? Too many cards. How is this person metamorphosing in their life? How are they manifesting this change? Okay, again, letting go. So this person is definitely in the process of releasing things that no longer serve them. I feel like this is a person that in the past has self-sabotaged, probably subconsciously, but now this is becoming more and more conscious to them. They're seeing how they've created challenges for themselves when they didn't need to be, how they've held themselves back, and now they're wanting to let it go. The other card was King Solomon, priorities. So they're being shown that they need to prioritize things in their life. What is important? When this person is in this place of wanting to control things, they're getting sidetracked very often. They're not focusing on priorities. Their desire to control things, what I'm getting is it keeps their energy peacey. What is a better way that I can say this? I want to say their energy is a little bit fragmented because they feel like they have to have their hand in too many pots, all in an attempt to keep everything under control. And they leak energy that way. They're not productive that way. And that is how they have been self-sabotaging themselves in many ways. So what change is going to be around them? What shifts are actually happening in their physical world with this new understanding? Okay, so the first is temptation. This is the Devil card. So again, the things that have been holding them back in the past, they're ready to let it go. It actually came out reversed this deck does not use reversals, but you know, if we were looking at the regular tarot and we got the Devil reversed, we would know that whatever was holding us back was being resolved. How else is this manifesting in this person's life? Patience. Okay, so because we've already established that this person kind of felt like they needed to control things in the past, and with that shift in understanding, they're willing to be patient, they're willing to just let things grow. They're realizing that things happen in a cyclical nature, that there's a divine timing to everything. And so I feel like this is helping them surrender. How else is this manifesting in this person's life? Too many cards. Awareness. Okay, so this person is really in the process of waking up. There's a much deeper understanding going on here for this person than there was previously. This person is they're beginning to understand their own power and how their power works in alignment with the energy of the universe. They're seeing how previously they were in this place of disempowerment because of things that happened in the past. But with letting it go, they're beginning to see like how they can work with the spiritual energies. Okay, how is this person feeling about you with these changes that are happening in their life? So how this person is feeling about you. The first card is pay attention to the red flags. Okay, so on some level, something that was obstructing them from seeing the truth in this relationship is moving away. Hence, she's pulling back the veil. Because this person is in this place of newfound awareness, because their consciousness is expanding, they're beginning to see you in a different way. Then we have make the effort. Because they are seeing this situation in a new way, because they are healing, they're wanting to make more of an effort. They're wanting to move towards you. Now, this person may still have healing to do, okay? But what I'm getting is like this prioritize card. You know, they want to make you more of a priority. And the third card was reconciliation. So this person is wanting to communicate with you. They're wanting to see you. Like I said, this person may still be clearing things, right? They still have this heartbreak going on. They're still in their process of metamorphosis. But I feel like they're trying to change because they're looking to have some sort of reconciliation with you. What he wants to say to you, what he or she wants to say to you is, I feel your energy around me. Okay, so they're letting you know that they can feel the connection. And again, we have this awareness, we have this pulling back of the veil. I feel like this person is more open to the energy. So before, if they felt your energy, maybe it made them afraid, or maybe they were trying to run from that energy, but they're shifting, they're changing, they're metamorphosing, and they're beginning to understand the connection more. And they're wanting to free themselves from whatever was holding them back in the past. But they're also being patient, okay? They're also recognizing divine timing. We have a past life connection. So this person, as I said, is really tuning in more and more to the energies and the truth, and they're understanding and seeing that there is this deep bonding connection from you that really is beyond time. Let's just pull one more, because I like to do everything in threes when I do readings, as you can tell. What does this twin want to say? What does this twin flame want to say? My finances are not in a good place. Okay, so as I said earlier, I felt like this person self-sabotaged a little bit. And probably one way they did that was in their ability to manifest and their ability to attract abundance in their life. But because they're allowing themselves to heal, they're allowing themselves to transform, they are raising their consciousness, they are in the awakening process. And so this is going to help them transform. But they're telling you that their finances have an issue right now. And that might be one reason, if you haven't heard from them, or if they're still not within your sphere right now, that may be something that's holding them back. But they've got the priorities card, okay? And I feel like this let it go card, this is like, I'm letting go of the drama in my life and I'm making other things a priority. I think they're making you a priority because we have the make the effort card, but I feel like they're also making work a priority. And so this card, make the effort, can also mean I'm trying to get my financial situation in a better spot so we can have some kind of reconciliation. Okay, this Twin Flames card is intimacy. It's number 35. Your vulnerability is the key to your growing spirituality. Now is the time to share yourself openly, without pretense or defensiveness. Let down the barriers that have held you apart from another, from the divine, from the world, and let yourself be held by the experiences of your life without needing to defend against them. Expect nothing and be open to receiving everything. Your vulnerability is your way forward now. You are learning that you have enough strength to truly surrender. You are brave enough to allow yourself to be truly lived by the divine. The message of this oracle is that you have recently opened yourself up in new ways to meet the world and your loved ones, or are considering doing so in order to share something of yourself with another. Do it. You are ready to be seen and received more than ever before. Becoming one, allowing all that is, both within and without, to blend. Like a wave meeting the shore, each aspect of who we are is part of a grander whole, and in truth, yet grander still. To know myself is to know you. Whether I look in your eyes, or touch lips, or hold hands, or bathe in the warmth of your embrace. Okay, another beautiful message that goes so well with this. So this person is becoming more aware, and with that, they're letting down their guard. They're trying to open up their heart. And not just with you, but just in their life in general. You can't really be intimate with another until you let down your guard. But I would also say to you, if this is your twin, that in some ways you also need to let down your guard, because your twin is always mirroring you. And so if there's something that your twin's doing, look within and see how you're reflecting that. And if you want more information on how you might be mirroring them, okay, I'm going to continue this reading on Vimeo, and I'm going to do a whole sacred union for those of you that chose deck number 1. So I will link to that in the comments if you're interested. If you resonated with this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Please leave a comment. I love to hear from all of you guys. I'm so grateful to all of you that left comments and shared this previously when I asked for some assistance. So for those of you in the US, happy Thanksgiving. Love you guys, and I'll speak to you soon. So this is for those of you that chose deck number 2. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reed, I'm sorry. And it comes with a fluoride point. So let's see what is happening with this twin flame. What is going on in this twin flames? Okay, wishing well, magic stream, and dragon's lair. Okay, so for a long time, this twin has been wanting to make changes. They've been wishing for change. They've been setting intentions toward change. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with you. Like they've been wishing that things could be different between you, but they didn't know what to do. Okay, then we have magic stream. So this person, although they've had these intentions and they've been making wishes, they haven't known how to bring that about, or they've been fighting against that. Like this person has not had a lot of abundance in their life, perhaps. And they're growing in the sense that they're flowing. You know, they're flowing with the magic stream, or they're in the process of learning how to flow with it. They're getting more in touch with their divine feminine energy. It's like this is the flow of the universe and how we bring things into manifestation. So there's things in their awareness around this that's creeping up. But then we have this card, Dragon's Lair. Okay, so for this person, they're needing to go into the unknown at this time. They might be struggling with some fears. It's like to get to this next step, to get their wishes, they need to confront some fears. So let's ask here, what is the fear that this person has that they need to work on? Okay, rock bottom. I'm feeling like almost a dark night of the soul energy here for this twin. Like this twin, they're feeling very stuck. They're needing to kind of hit a sort of metaphoric rock bottom. I feel like for a long time, this person was just making wishes and they weren't really taking action. Maybe they didn't know how, maybe because they were afraid. But I feel like Spirit is saying they've reached this rock bottom place. They're overcoming their fears. And this is moving them along, moving them more into the flow. So how is this energy manifesting in this person's life of what they're going through? Is this actually manifesting in their life? Sad embrace. So this person is withdrawn right now, and well, we can see they're not in a good place, right? They were at rock bottom. And they're feeling a little bit sorry for themselves. What I'm getting is that this card, Magic Stream, they're trying to learn how to get here. You know? You've set the intent. Now you've got to remove the fear that have stopped you from flowing with it, or stopped them from flowing with it. As I said in card number 1, I'm very tired because the energy has been very heavy. It's been so much clearing happening in the collective, and I've been working really hard trying to help people. So I'm a little bit weary today, so bear with me. But because the energy was the way it was, I wanted to, put out messages. How else is this manifesting in this person's life? Dry desert. So yeah, they're not, this person is feeling like they're not getting anywhere. They're feeling like their life is a bit dried up at the moment, which is another, kind of juxtaposition with this magic stream. Like they're not feeling in the flow. They're feeling like things are really dry. My life isn't flowing. Everything feels like a struggle because I have these fears that are stopping me from getting what I truly desire. What do the Ascended Masters have to say about this person? How do they heal this? How does this person kind of heal this to get into the flow? The first card is Crystals, Epona. Okay, so I feel like Epona is saying this person focuses so much on their fear, on what isn't going right, that, they're blocking themselves. And Epona wants to say, like, this is about raising your vibration, opening your heart, seeing the magic that's all around you. She's riding a unicorn and there's fairies. Like, there is magic everywhere. This person can't see the magic because they're looking down, because they feel like their whole life is dried up. And the Ascended Masters are saying, see the magic. That's one of the ways to heal. And also Hilarion, health and healing. So I feel like this is saying this person is in the process of healing this. And that, like, these two things is going to help them, like, confront this. How is this person feeling about their twin? How is this person feeling about their twin? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay. So remember at the beginning where I said that this card I felt was partially saying they're wishing for you, they're wishing for a reconnection, or they're wishing for things to be different, or they're wishing for things to move forward in some way. And this card is saying that they are actually confronting these things that have been preventing them from moving forward to the next level of this relationship. There's like this dragon's lair. There's some insecurities from this person regarding your connection. What else? reconciliation, and new love. So this person is willing to confront their fears because they definitely are wanting to reconnect with you. Both reconciliation and new love. I feel like this new love card is about them, you know, again, they're taking this relationship to another level, or they're opening up their heart in a way that they weren't before. But remember, there was fear blocking, and this person was in like this very sad place where they felt like they felt very limited. They couldn't see their way out of this energy of fear. But this is changing, right? They're getting healed and they're wanting to reconnect with you. I just want to go further here. You know, what is this person's fear? What is this person's fear? Why is this person so reluctant? Okay. Rejoice in celebration and spiritual strength. Okay, so for some of you, there's a third party involved in this situation, and that has been the fear. That's why they felt the fear, like the dragon's lair. Because what I'm getting for those that are in a relationship is this dragon's lair. It's almost like it's not that they have to go inside the dragon's lair, but they're actually kind of in the dragon's lair and they're afraid to come out. So for some, it's going to be a third party, and then spiritual strength. So this person has a lot on. I think this again goes with the rock bottom. Like this person is just doing all they can just to make it through every day is what I'm getting. There's something that's been very heavy for them. For some, it can be the loss of this karmic relationship. You know, sad embrace can certainly point to that. And for some, it's just like not seeing their wishes come true or not feeling in alignment. What does this person want to say to their twin? What does this person want to say to their twin? My karmic is controlling me. Okay. Well, this is the exact same card that came up in pile number 2. I'm sorry, your pile number 2 and pile number 1. So this is interesting. And that was a very interesting reading that I just did for number 1. But again, it goes with that third party. And if this isn't a third party relationship, then there's something about a past relationship that is still in this person, that this person hasn't been able to let go of. and they're still feeling a sadness, and remember I said like insecurities too. And it's more like they're in here and they don't want to come out. They want to hide is what I'm feeling. What else does this person want to say to their twin? I feel that I don't deserve your love. Yeah, it's this person, they've been wishing for things to be different, but they haven't had the inner strength, the inner resources to really go after this connection. But the healing that they're going through now is helping them find their way out, you know, like I'm just getting like they're beginning to peek their head out of this dragon's lair and like looking around. What else is out here? Instead of being stuck in fear and stuck in control. Too many cards. I think you're beautiful, and trust me. So this person is saying that you have to trust that they actually are working on shifting from this to this. And they're working on reconciling with you. But they're needing to find their inner strength still in order to come forward towards you, because they're not feeling worthy of you. Okay, so the Journey of Love card in this situation is God Speaks, and it's number 33. The divine is speaking to you directly. Underneath the silence, there is the endless music of love, pulsating throughout the universe. Within that sacred sound, there is guidance. It may or may not have words. It might be a feeling in your heart that you can only access when you are still, relaxed, dancing, in a yoga practice, or even half asleep. It assures you that behind any struggle or challenge, there is only ever the divine seeking you out, calling you to surrender some fear or doubt so you can move closer. Trust in the sound of love beyond anything else, for in truth, no matter what may appear to be, there is nothing else. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being loved into becoming. Be open to being shown the divine genius of all that is happening. If you feel you are being nudged, know you are being nudged by the divine. If you feel you are being held back, know you are being held back by the divine. All is happening perfectly for you and will unfold in divine timing. The divine is speaking to you. When you are captivated by the beauty of nature or an illogical sense that everything is okay, listen. That is the divine talking to you, reassuring you that all is unfolding according to spiritual law and perfect cooperation with your own destiny. When the first sound was born, the air was filled with fantasy. Like the flower's sweet perfume, alive in the moment, there was nothing else. Only the energy coursing through my body and the tears on my cheeks. I was carried away on the strings, each note striking a chord within and answering with the emotions of my soul. How priceless the surprise, how powerful the memory, to be with the violin when it sings. Okay, so there was a lot in this card, you know, about this, because it's saying that the divine is really trying to get in touch with this person to help them move. And it's saying that even when there's struggle, even when there are challenges, even when there's fears or doubts, that is nothing but the divine calling you forward. You have to trust in love. You have to trust in your dreams. So this person's higher self is really working with them, helping them find a way out. You know, they're at rock bottom and they're being shown the new direction. They're being shown their healing, and being shown that they don't have to live in this dry desert anymore. Like, they can live in the flow of abundance of the universe. They can receive this nourishment. For those that are in a karmic partnership, you know, it's like that partnership is dry. There's nothing left of that relationship. And so it's time for them to let it go so that they can be properly nourished once again. So if this reading has resonated with you, I'm going to continue it on Vimeo, and I'm going to do a whole Sacred Union reading for this series of cards, and I will put the link to that in the comments if you're interested. Otherwise, you know, take what resonates from the reading, leave the rest. I hope that it gave you some guidance about what's going on. Please like, comment, share. Thank you to those of you who have been helping me out by doing that. If you're in the United States, happy Thanksgiving. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll connect again with you soon. Hello, this is the reading for those of you that chose deck number 3, and this is the deck Divine, Feminine, and Masculine Reunited, and it has a quartz point with it. So let's see what is going on with your twin in their life right now. Okay, so we do have an extra card here. Hopefully you can see the cards. Let me make a little adjustment. So frustrating. I wish I had the perfect arrangement here. No, still can't really see them. I'll have to hold them up. So the first card is surrender. Then we have communion, grief and anger, and Osiris transformation. Okay. Wow, these are really good cards. What's going on with twin number 3 here? So this twin is obviously in a place where they're learning to surrender. This means that the divine feminine energy is becoming more prominent in them. Remember, the divine feminine is the energy of surrender and flow. So they're trying to let go. And I say trying because I feel like this is an energy that's in process. And they're being drawn together through your connection, or I should say they're surrendering more because of your connection. This person is wanting to get to this place of communion with you. They're wanting to get to a place where there's balance. You know, this is number 11. There's closeness here. There's intimacy here. They're sharing, and they're sharing through an open heart in that card. Now, I say they're trying to get there because I feel like these two cards are saying this is what's standing in the way of this person achieving that. So this person is going through a period of grief, right? And surrender is brought about by grief. It's like we get tired of struggling. We get tired of going against the flow of life, and we just surrender. But there's still emotions here. There's heartbreak here. There's anger that this person is needing to release. I feel like perhaps it's a little bit of, there's frustration, maybe because they can't reach here, but also, you know, like this has a lot to do with fears that have been keeping them in a state of surrender. But they're going through this period of transformation. And so it's like, go through here to get to here. How is this energy going to show up in this person's life in a very real way? How is this energy going to show up in this person's life? Okay, God of Battle, Aries, and Ganesh, God of Obstruction. Okay, so this person has been in this energy of Aries, feeling like they have to battle everything, like everything takes their energy, like they have to, like they're always prepared. They always have their armor on. They feel like life is a struggle. Okay, like you can see the juxtaposition of these two cards. And this is, well, I don't want to say it's very divine masculine, but of course we associate masculine energy with war and with armor and with control. Like this person is getting tired of being here, is getting tired of struggling, of battling, and they just want to surrender. In some ways, this is like battling their own heart, or, you know, they have armor on, so they don't want to show their heart, they don't want to show their vulnerability. He's got a heavy helmet on too, so this person has been wearing a mask in a lot of ways. Ganesh here is telling us that there's an obstacle being removed. And I feel like the obstacle is this grief. Like there was a lot of repressed emotions that was an obstacle to this person's healing, to this person's ability to surrender. But that's being removed now. I also feel like when this person is in surrender and when they're in a state of flow, that obstacles of all sorts are going to be moving out of the way. So more abundance, more manifestation. Okay, so the messages from the Ascended Masters about what this person is going through. The first one is retreat into nature. And I'm picking up the energy here of this communion card because they're outside. But I feel like this person is, yes, I mean, they're going outside or they're needing to go outside. But this is a deep healing of the divine masculine energy, I feel. You know, Green Man is like a very primal God, representing the very earthy masculine energy. So for some of you, like, this is going to be about your divine masculine twin. If your twin is a man, there's this obvious connection, but it's here too, what they're telling me. These two masculine energies are very different. As I said, this is like primal, earthy, sexual energy. And of course, Aries, this is also the same as Mars. That's sexual energy too. But this energy is open, it's connected to the feminine. It's more connected to the heart, where I feel like the Aries energy is more this kind of warlike, self-protection, competitive energy. But I picked up this card too because what I want to say is this person has been repressing so much emotion because they felt like they've had to wear this mask, they've had to wear this armor, they haven't wanted to be vulnerable, they haven't wanted to. I'm feeling like there's a playfulness or something that was lacking from this person's life. It really has to do with their training, their upbringing, and, you know, being told that you shouldn't show your feelings. Maybe if they are masculine, they were told to be a man. But even women are told, like, don't be so emotional. Get over it. So this person has learned to repress, but I feel Green Man is coming in to say, this person is wanting to take the mask off, they're wanting to take the armor off, they're wanting to be free. Like this Green Man God to me is like very pagan. It's like dancing in the forest, naked kind of pagan energy. Just like freer, softer, still masculine, but more in touch with the feminine side. See the other person's point of view. Again, I'm thinking about armor here. This person has not always been able to see the other person's point of view. It was just 11:11 on the counter too. Of course, but I am recording these in segments though. This person is not always able to see the other person's point of view because of their own insecurity and their own fear, and this kind of, they carry this energy of, I need to be very protective of myself. But they want to get here, you know? This is kind of that Green Man energy now that I see it. when I said dancing in the forest naked kind of pagan, like these two people, they're out there camping. There's even a stag here in the background that represents, you know, a stag can be one of the animals that's very connected to Green Man, and they want to have this communion, sexual communion. We have to be in touch with other people's feelings. We have to step away from judgment. And there can be very insidious ways that we judge people. And we do that from our own shadow side. So this person is breaking down some of that energy so that they can be more open. And then we also have Manjushri, listen. This obviously goes with the surrender card because this is about listening to your intuition. Again, it's about trusting your feminine side, letting the softness come through, not always having to protect yourself against everything. Listening to your heart. Manjushri has a sword too. And so there's an element here about cutting away the past, cutting cords with what was and freeing oneself. And I feel that goes here with this grief card, grief and anger, because it's like this person is needing to have a reconciliation with things that happened in the past, so they can kind of resolve this, what I'm feeling is like an inner turmoil about, it's like this person wants to be here, but they're very afraid. This person has been hurt, and that is what has stopped them from surrendering, but they're making some real progress there. See, how does this person feel about you? Okay, so the first card is finances and career. So remember I said a few minutes ago that this energy of this person was stopping them from having abundance in other areas. So finances are an issue here for this person. Might be very competitive in their career. Because I'm looking at that, you know, Aries here. This energy of everything has to be a battle. When we treat life as if everything's a battle, you know, we're in total resistance to everything. Let's just ask, like, what is changing or what needs to change in this person's career? Let's clarify finances and career. Heart chakra and shadow. Okay, so I feel like that says the same thing. Like they're not in their heart, and they still have to confront some shadow. It's just very much kind of the image to me of battle. I mean, even though it's the same person, it's like two opposing forces, you know? And then another way this can represent trying to work on balancing the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Again, even though they're both men, it's like the sun and the moon card here, which represents the masculine and the feminine. This is the card that represents the moon in this deck, and this is a psychic tarot. And so this is also saying surrender, because the moon is representative of the feminine energy. So they need to be in the flow. Just to say romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. So this person is saying that they're coming more in terms with their feelings, right? This communion card, but also this card is important because this person represses their feelings out of habit. And this is saying, like, I don't want to repress my feelings anymore. I'm allowing these feelings to come to the surface, and it's making me want to explore these feelings with you more. And then we also have the card very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So there's a shift that's ready to happen with this person. It could be a shift in that you're hearing from them because we have this communion card, but it could also be a shift, meaning very soon they're going to surrender, or they're going to make a real breakthrough. And very soon they're going to take their armor off. Let's see, what does this twin want to say to you? I'm not happy in my current relationship is the first card. So that could be where some of this is coming from. There's a sense of having to let go of the past. And remember, like with this card, I said this person is needing to cut cords. They're needing to make a reconciliation with something of the past. It could be a karmic relationship. This person likely feels very torn about your connection. That's if your twin is in a current relationship. Then I would say that person is feeling very torn, and that person has probably been deceptive with you in a way because they haven't been able to take off their armor because of this other relationship. They also want to say, I'm looking for a way to you. Again, there's things standing in their way. They're wanting you to know. Could be a karmic relationship, could be financial abundance, could just be their own inner fears. Their fear of being vulnerable. So they want you to know that they're trying to release that energy. I'm afraid to be real. Well, that's obvious here, isn't it? Because, you know, we've spent a lot of time here talking about how this person is not being his true self, or she isn't being her true self, whichever it is. They haven't been able to allow themselves to be vulnerable. And this, to get to communion, takes vulnerability. It takes, like, to have this intimacy with another person. It takes surrender. It takes trust. So that card definitely makes sense. Let's see what the Journey of Love card is for number 3. Acceptance, number 55. You have offered yourself, asked to be of service to the greater good, created something that you want to contribute towards a healing of our world, and your offer has been gratefully accepted by the divine. Know this and be at peace. This oracle brings you a message. You are completely received, accepted by the divine just as you are. There is nothing to change, just be you. You have made an offering of a prayer, a sacrifice of an attachment, and a giving of desire to be of service, to make contribution to the world. And your offer is joyously being transformed into the seeds of how this can best be. Your next step is about to begin. Shall we find some sunshine amongst the cloudy days, a gentle touch that softly warms and leads us on our way? Past stately oaks and candles glow, a place we've never been, a friend to share the memories before it's home again. That poem reminds me so much of this card. We'll find some sunshine amongst the cloudy days, past stately oaks and candles glow, and places we've never been, a friend to share the memories before it's home again. So this person is coming to the conclusion here, or they're working on this conclusion, that they're enough, that they're accepted just as they are by the divine and by you. And when they feel that level of acceptance, they're going to be able to take their guard off, to take their mask off, and be who they truly are. So if this reading resonated with you, I'm going to continue this reading on Vimeo, and I'm going to do a full Sacred Union reading for this series of cards. If you're looking for more in-depth messages, I will put the link at the bottom, in the comments rather. So thank you so much, and I will speak to you soon.